Peace and love, y'all. It's your girl, the Vibe Priestess, tapping back in with y'all with more messages from Spirit, okay? And we are going to start off this reading with a prayer of divine protection, okay? So to the Most High, the creator of all, God, Spirit, universe, angels, ancestors, spirit guides of divine light, I call in your unconditional love, divine guidance, and spiritual protection over this space and over this reading. Allow me to be a vessel to channel your divine wisdom and guidance and call on your protection against any low vibrational being, demon, entity, evil eye, black magic, spell work, hexes, hoodoo, voodoo, or curses, and so mote it be. I say. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here, tuning in. All right, we're going to see what Spirit has for us, what messages do we have for the collective, okay? So yes, guys, I've already pre-shuffled my decks that I'm using, okay? And I'm just going to be pulling as guided, okay, from the different decks that I'm using today, all right? So we're going to start off with the Rose Iconic deck to just see exactly what this reading is going to be about today. And what I've gotten so far is the fashion witch, okay? What this means is that you are somebody that people are looking at and they're like, oh my gosh, look what she got on. It's like your essence and your vibe embodies spiritual, right? Now, we always attain witchcraft to spirituality in a sense when people are practicing rituals and doing, you know, their magic, things like that, okay? But this is just like, you just have that essence about yourself. When you go out into the world, people can sense that you have some type of spiritual ability, right? It's like when you know, like for example, okay, I go somewhere and I got this big ass ankh on my neck, people are gonna know like, oh my gosh, she probably spiritual, okay? Like just a certain essence and vibe that you carry that lets people know that you are very divine, very in tune with your spirituality, okay? But this could also represent people who judge you, that say they place judgment because they're like, she's a witch, you know what I'm saying? And they don't necessarily know what even witchcraft is, and you know, if you're working for the Most High or if you're working for the darkness, things like that. So this can always be something centered around yourself, okay? When you're actually going out into the world, where you might have people looking at you from the side eye or just more intrigued because they're like, man, I know there's more to her than meets the eye, okay? But they can sense in your fashion and the way you carry yourself, things like that, that you are very spiritual and that you have some type of ancestral or spiritual connection or protection around you as well, okay? So that's dope. All right, so let's see what we have next, okay? So because of this, okay, you have this spiritual ability, or you have this essence, right, that just screams, I'm a spiritual being, okay? And because of this, people can be looking from afar and be kind of plotting against you ahead of, like, without you even being aware that they're kind of peeping you from the sidelines or whatever, kind of plotting, okay? With this card, this is all about narcissism, okay? This is all about taking something from someone, right? And then playing the victim, right? So this is so narcissistic, okay? So this could be people who are preying on your spiritual prowess, okay? The fact that you have these abilities and they want to have something to do with it, okay? So they're trying to stir up some type of chaos or confusion for you, okay, to offset that, or to have some way of siphoning that spiritual gift that you have or that light that you carry, okay? So beware of folks that are around you that, you know, pretend to be supportive or pretend to love you, pretend to have your back, okay? But then this energy, right, because this says privilege, right? This is like white tears. This is like, normally when we talk about that, it's in the sense of like the Karens on the internet, where they're going and they're causing havoc and interrupting people's peace, right? Because they're trying to impress or push some type of agenda on those people to meet what makes them satisfied and content within. And that, bitch, what did that got to do with me? Nothing, okay? Mind your fucking business. And when you are around people who don't know how to mind their business, start separating yourself away from those types of people, okay? Because look what you have here, okay? This is billionaire, okay? This is all about you having this level of abundance, and not just monetary value. It's like you have this spiritual abundance to you, right? And when you have this spiritual abundance, it makes people want to destiny swap. It makes people want to come and try to tether themselves to you energetically, so that way they can get some of those benefits from you being such a spiritual being. But they don't realize the birthright that you have coming to you it comes from your pure heart and your spirit. It's not about you gaining things just for the fun of it, okay? You put in the work, and it's like those people are not willing to put in the work. They rather just scheme and finesse and attach themselves to people unknowingly, so they can benefit from that in the background without you even being aware that they've tethered themselves to your energy, okay? So beware, okay? Be aware of those folks, okay? Yeah, because we have love and gaslight, okay? So love and gaslight, this is people that will come in, and yes, in the beginning they'll come in and they'll start off like, oh my gosh, they'll big you up. They'll show you how much support, you know, they'll maybe shower you with gifts or shower you with, you know, fake support or things like that to build or open you up so you can trust these people to let them in. And then as soon as they sense that you open yourself all the way up to them, then that's when the real them shows up, and then they start to gaslight you, okay? And this gaslight is a form of manipulation to take your intent, your intuition down a few notches, so that way you're confused about what spirit is guiding you to do, right? If you're constantly conflicted with love bombing and gaslighting, this is made to confuse you, to put you in a place where you're kind of like, your nervous system is all, you know what I'm saying, messed up. And you know, they say that our nervous system is what really connects us to accurately responding to chaos and controversy, or just your mobility, you know, things like that play a role in that area. And narcissists know how to affect that, to throw that off, so that way you don't get the bright idea that they're full of shit, and, you know, remove your energy from their, you know, their access, okay? So that's what that is about, y'all. So let's see what else we got, y'all. So yes, see, this is what this is. A lot of times we'll attract these type of relationships when we are not pouring into self, when we're not, you know, going and looking and reviewing those inner child things that attach us to, like, it has to be a certain type of experiences that you've had that would even allow you to be susceptible to these types of things, especially when it's to the forefront and you actually have an awareness of these types of people, or you find that you find yourself in a cycle of recycling these types of energies, right? It's because it's something that you have to go within to heal within, right? So that way what you're reflecting outside of you then mirrors back to you what it is that you really desire, which is wholeness, right? Which is you being complete with or without someone. So now you don't